Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my first ever Apex news video. I hope you guys all enjoy, and hopefully going to be a pretty common segment here on the channel because I really do enjoy the game thus far. Of course, just releasing last week, and the one thing we all cannot deny are the viewership numbers of this game are very much astounding. The question still remaining, is this the Fortnite killer? But overall, is this the Battle Royale killer? And will this continue to be the #1 Battle Royale we currently have in esports? Alongside that, can they actually establish a professional scene for the esports side of things? We've seen the likes of Fortnite kind of struggle with being notarized as an actual esport. PUBG, of course, has a few big events every single year, and especially one big invitational every single year. The least lacking and probably of all of these, the most lacking one probably being Call of Duty Blackout. We have seen one tournament so far. So can this be the Battle Royale to actually establish an esports scene? And alongside that, the viewership numbers, like I said previously, ever since release just last week, has been #1 on Twitch. The likes of Fortnite really struggling, especially in the morning times. It makes as well pretty much PUBG and Call of Duty Blackout viewership have been non-existent ever since the release of Apex Legends, and they are doing a great job. Alongside that, guys, huge announcements coming for the future of the game, kind of taking a blueprint from other Battle Royales, but especially Fortnite's blueprint of the Battle Pass. And I know other games out there had the Battle Pass well before Fortnite did, but I think Fortnite, if we're going to give them credit for one thing and one thing only, it's definitely going to be their pushing of those unlockables, of those custom unlockables from season to season on their Battle Pass. And yes, Apex Legends going to mimic a little bit towards that. We'll talk about in a minute. Alongside viewership numbers breaking 10 million players right around the brink of their first ever release weekend. It was right around the start of that. They were approaching 10 million players within 72 hours. It was now confirmed, breaking 10 million players worldwide, which is absolutely astounding. Now, it's nowhere close to the 200 million Fortnite players currently in the world, but still within 72 hours to actually make up that kind of gap and, of course, go over 10 million players, probably well over that by now. It speaks for itself how astounding that is. Alongside the promotion of many well-known streamers out there, I'm sure you guys know the countless that are still playing the game even past their promotional length. We also have Twitch even partnering with these guys for the future, and Twitch actually doubling down themselves. It was first announced to be a 50,000 Twitch Rivals tournament when Apex had their first day of release, and they have now doubled that prize pool, but on top of that, doubled the days. So it was previously $50,000 one day. They doubled it to $100,000 per day, and it's now a 2-day event on both tomorrow as well as the 19th of February, guys. $100,000 Twitch Rivals tournaments are going to be released for Apex Legends, which is astounding, right? With Twitch backing this, it's going to continue to see how it actually snowballs into possibly being the #1 esport, or at least the #1 video game, and how long they can hold that record until whatever else comes down the road. And then very lastly, like I talked about previously, guys, mimicking the Battle Pass strategy, it does seem to be, yes, a Battle Pass will be released for the first time in March. There's other rumors out there about potentially 2 new characters also coming to join the previous 8, which is going to be crazy to see how many characters they actually squeeze into this game. There's already people out there saying, let's slow your roll, let's slow it down on updates. It's going to be curious to see how they approach this, right? There's definitely a medium between Fortnite's nearly weekly updates. You have Blackout, which never really updates, and then PUBG's in the middle, right? Once every 3 to 4 months we see a major PUBG update. How can they make a medium to actually appease to the crowd out there in terms of number of updates? It should be a pretty standard 100 tier unlock battle pass, so 100 items or custom unlocks, whether it's some kind of currency, Apex packs, so on and so forth, will be unlocked throughout the entire season. And they've also announced 4 seasons, the first of which will actually be in March, and 3 should follow as well up till December. So it's gonna be really cool to see how this actually plays out. I am super excited. But yeah, there's many critics out there already trying to, put their 2 cents in as to how this game should be run. I'm just excited right now to see what their first major update will be. Of course, besides this Battle Pass, we should have until about March. I assume with that Battle Pass to also announce maybe some weapons balances, so maybe some other new items out there, new weapons, and I'm sure new skins in the future. Either way, I am very excited. Is this the Fortnite killer, though? That is something we surely cannot confirm right now, but it's certainly well on its way to killing off everything else in its path. To kind of try and put this into reference for you guys, one further fact as well, within 7 days, with this Twitch Rivals tournament growing from 50K to 200K, they have now had more tournament prize pools. I believe it's pretty darn close. Either way, just as many tournament prize pools as Blackout has, they have had in 7 days as Blackout has had in 9 months, which is just crazy to put into perspective. The promotion behind this is going certainly very, very well, and this is putting daggers in those Battle Royales out there. If they have one major update as well, they've pretty much already surpassed Blackout in that sense as well. I'm not trying to throw shade towards Blackout. They've done a pretty poor job of actually living up to their expectations, so let's hope that this game, Apex Legends, actually can live up to those. But as always, I hope you guys all enjoy it. My name is Jake. Hope you guys can stop by next time for more Apex news, and let's cross our fingers and hope they have this game continue in the right direction. But until then, hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys next time.